The South Dakota men have now won 6 of their last 7 games after splitting a pair over the weekend with North Dakota State and North Dakota. Here to give us his thoughts on all that is head coach Todd Lee. And Todd, the Bison made their way here first. 13 ties, 8 lead changes. That was some kind of battle you guys had in here on Thursday night.
It was a great college basketball game. We told our guys we're going to have to win the game. You know, they're a veteran team that has a lot of their players back from NCAA tournament teams, and felt like we played well enough to win the game. Mm-hmm. We just didn't make enough plays down the stretch. You know, Cruz uncharacteristically misses 2 free throws in the last 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. Tassos had a little jump hook in the left hand, and then he had a wide open 3 to win it. You know, we have to make, if you make one of those plays, we win the game. And any team can look at that in a close game, but we needed to make some of those plays to win the game offensively. They're a very good defensive team. I thought we defended well. We won the possession game easily. We out-rebounded them. We took care of the basketball. We only turned it over 9 times. We did a lot of things to win the game. We just didn't make one play at the end of the game to win the game.
Well, let's talk about the last one of regulation. That last possession you mentioned with Tassos getting a chance at a 3 to win it in regulation. He gets actually 2 cracks at it. The first one almost went. The second one does go, but unfortunately not quite in time before the buzzer. But just talk about what you guys were trying to do on that possession, and it had to hurt to be that close.
Yeah, we ran a ball screen with Tassos and Cruz, and They actually made a mistake on that. They both went with the ball, which is not normally what North Dakota State does. And Tassos popped to the wing, and there was nobody within 15 feet of him when he caught the ball. Had all day long to shoot it. Caught it, and it was right on my line. I could see it was a little bit off line, and it went in and out. And then Mason did a great job of getting the offensive rebound and kicked it back out to him, and then he made that one. I kind of felt like it was late. You know, just go through so many games, sure, you kind of have that gut, like, man, I think that might have been late. Obviously, you know, you get a court rush by the team, and you know, you think the team thought that we won the game, and you look at it, and it was maybe 0.1 or 0.2.
Yeah.
It would have been off.
It was close.
It was close. It was on his fingertips when the light came on.
Yeah, and a lot of emotion, a big emotional moment, and then, of course, you got to try and reset yourself for overtime. It just looked like you guys ran out of gas.
Yeah, defensively we were okay. They scored the first 7 points of overtime, but they only had 5 points after 3 minutes. We just couldn't score against them. You know, we went 1 for 7 in overtime, but I think maybe emotionally after that, it probably human nature takes a little bit on your kids.
So you get a chance to bounce back that Saturday against North Dakota, and it was a great performance on both ends of the floor, to be frank. As good as Tassos was individually, I think we need to spend a little time on a couple of your bench guys. And let's start with Damion Hayes. Pretty hard not to like what that guy brought to the floor on Saturday. He finished with a career-high 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, a couple of assists. He just did a lot of things to help you win that game.
Yeah, Damion did. Goody wasn't feeling well, and Damion does that. And the stats had a great stat line. I think he gained us 4 possessions in the first half on offensive rebounds, just hustle plays. And he's our smartest defender. He's really our team captain. He's one of our captains, but he's our defensive captain for sure. He knows where everybody's supposed to be, communicates really well with everybody, tough, smart, obviously. And it's great to see him. He's finishing around the goal better. He's making his free throws. But we can change our defense with him out on the floor and do different things because he can guard basically 1 through 5.
The other guy I want to talk about was Eric Oliver. He matched Damion with 11 points in this game. Eric's been struggling a little bit here of late. So how good did it feel to just see him go out there and not contribute just in the scoring column, but just play really good basketball?
Yeah, he has been maybe thinking too much. It's his first year in the program, comes from a junior college. He's a smart young man, great family. I think he may be a little too conscientious. He thinks too much, and I've tried to get him to just play. And, you know, he didn't make mistakes defensively, and that's why he was able to stay in the game and play. Did a good job, and he's a talented offensive player. And I'm hoping that after you go through half a year, the first part of the year, you do struggle, up and down. Sure. Doesn't matter. It's whoever comes in for the first year. It's hard to be good all the time, and so I'm hoping that Eric finishes the season strong.
All right, South Dakota State coming up next. It's obviously a big one here in Vermilion. Your team, though, is in a very different place than it was the first time you saw the Jackrabbits up in Brookings. How does that change this matchup?
It seems like forever ago, but we had the issues with COVID and not being able to practice, and we didn't have much of a bench. And Damani, I didn't play him because he had 1 day of practice in 16 days. So we just had a number of different issues. So we're a different team. I feel like our guys are much more confident. Obviously, going on this run, winning 6 of 7, and a game against North Dakota State we could have won. And look, but State, we know about how good they are offensively, and they're similar to North Dakota State in that they're an easy team to prepare for. They're just a really hard team to play because they're not going to run a lot of offense. They're going to throw it in the post. They're going to see how you guard the post, and if you go help, and they're going to kick it out to the shooters, and they have a bunch of shooters, as you well know. So you've got to guard the post. You got to guard the ball one-on-one, and then if you do go help to the post, you better be ready to rotate and get to their shooters. So easy team to prepare for, hard team to play, and obviously one of the best offensive teams in the country.
All right, well, good luck to you on Saturday. Looking forward to what should be a really fun atmosphere inside the Sanford Cow Sports Center.
Should. Thanks, Jay.